Hey guys, thank you so much for clicking on my video. This is Finding the Force, and I am shocked that almost nobody has commented that there is a Chewbacca Bowcaster on my wall. Out of all the comments on my videos, I did a search and there were 3. I thought I would get a lot more questions about it, but in this video, I'm going to talk about the who, the why, the what, the where, how much that thing costs. And does it make pew pew sounds? If you want to find out, don't go anywhere, okay guys? So the why. Why Chewbacca's Bowcaster? One, because Chewbacca freaking rocks.
Chewie, we're home.
But also, to celebrate my 200,000 subscribers, I thought I would treat myself to one of the most crazy and ridiculous Star Wars collectibles that I have never seen anywhere else. Pure joy just holding this bad boy. We're gonna take a close look at it in just a minute. Some of you pros out there, let me know who you are down in the comments, because I got some questions. I'm gonna need your help with something. There are some details of this Bowcaster that are not quite canon, that are a little bit off. Maybe you picked up on them already, but I will show you up close. So let's start off with the who really quick, huh? In case you guys missed it, now let me grab this for you. Nice and easy. Han Solo's DL-44 blaster. I'll put a link to that video right here, and conveniently I'll put it at the end of the video for you guys. When I saw that I could buy this, but not just a replica of his blaster, but also fully installed with electronics for sounds and lights, I totally lost it. I had to have one. Chewie, back to the ship. Installing blasters and lightsabers. Sabers forever. He's got a YouTube, he has a website, and he has an Instagram. Go check him out on social media. You know, he makes videos about all the different blasters and sabers that he installs. Sabers Forever is an artist. He was given this Bowcaster, and I'll tell you where I got the Bowcaster in just a minute. Completely installed this thing with NeoPixel lights and super loud speakers. It has like a handful of fonts. I'll show you guys the sound fonts in just a minute. Did an awesome job. So where did it come from? It came from the same place that my DL-44 came from, which is a website called the Blaster Factory. Now you have options. If you're a really handy guy and you want to put this together yourself and actually buy a disassembled, not connected, they're not painted, or what I purchased was the package where the Bowcaster was fully painted and all the parts were mostly put together and sent over to Sabers Forever. When you buy it assembled, I think I paid about around $1,200. Now on Sabers Forever website, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this, such an awesome banner for his website. So John is the owner's name. He's a super great guy, really great communicator, and I paid to have this installed. This video was not sponsored, and it shows right here on his website. He charges $600 for his services, where he completely designed and 3D printed this piece to hold all of the greeblies and all these dials on Chewbacca as the body of it. And I love that he put like 2 huge speakers on either side of the casing, so it's extra loud. And it's also packed with, I don't know, like I think 10 or 12 different blaster fonts and Kyberphonic. Thank you, Jesse. Thanks, man. He actually knew about this a long time ago, and he actually helped John with some of the sound effects. So thanks a lot, Jay. Appreciate you. So yes, I guess the grand total is about $1,800 for one of the coolest weapons in the Star Wars galaxy. Hell, you guys out there, sometimes we can get a little bit too wrapped up in our job, friends, and hobbies, and unfortunately that can cause us to lose sight of the most important person in our lives. This video is sponsored by The Sovereign Man, a transformative men's coaching program with the goal of keeping marriages and families together. There's a link down in the description to take you to a completely free 10-day challenge. I took the 10-day challenge and I learned so much about myself, my wife, and my marriage that it blew my mind. And I reached out to the Sovereign Man Project to sponsor my videos because I believe that they really are helping to keep families together. So go make sure to check out The Sovereign Man on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. So before I run through a bunch of the sound effects and stuff for you guys, let's take a close look at it, huh? All right, I'm not doing all that behind the camera nonsense because this thing is like, I don't know how much this weighs. This probably weighs, I don't know, like a good 6 pounds, I think. So the stock. I know Chewbacca stock has like some accent piece kind of wrapped around here. I would like to have that. And also, it's missing the loops. I think there's one here and one kind of up at the nose where he holds his his strap, you know, that kind of goes around him, but it's usually dangling. But I'd love to have a strap on it. So stock is one piece. I know in A New Hope, there was actually an extended piece kind of added to it. I think this design is kind of more to like the Force Awakens newer trilogy. The Chewbacca scope. Now, believe it or not, it's not too difficult. I actually loosened these pieces and made the scope so it was kind of symmetrical. I hope that's focusing there. Two of these scopes here with this mid piece, and you can kind of disassemble the screws from the top and bottom and kind of adjust them, slide them forwards and backwards. And I wanted them, I checked a lot of reference photos where his scopes tend to stop right about here where these dials are. I love the wires, accent wires, awesome in-universe detail, love it, every part of it. We have all these dials out here. This dial here actually turns it on. What do you say we do that? Yes! I can't get enough Wookiee, love that. It's on, ready button mode is the front of the bow and the bow. Now this is where things get a little inconsistent. I don't think this kit came with a tension wire. And you know what's funny is I swear watching the films, I thought I saw scenes where there was no wire. I swear in The Force Awakens it's not there, and then other scenes it's there. But in most of every film, looking back at all the photos I could, there is a wire. Essentially, you guys, you know, this is a crossbow. Since a crossbow hasn't been used, if it had, the wire, I think the wire when they load it would bend this metal down lower because these bulbs are really supposed to be a little bit lower at an angle. I think these balls are supposed to be kind of be down here. I'm going to talk to John about, you know, if I were to start cranking on this, I hope the metal would bend. It's super strong. This thing is made from actual parts used for a crossbow. And a tension rod never came with the kit. I would love to have one. If any of you guys out there know how I could get that going, please leave a comment down for me down below. I'd really appreciate that. Totally symmetrical. And these balls, believe it or not, they're not metal. They're like very soft, like stress balls, like that you'd get for free at like in a swag bag or something. And just kind of stuck them on there. I don't think they're glued. I think they actually come off, but I'm trying to not touch them at all costs. All right, here's the other side of the body. There we go, get everything in focus. All right. And all these dials here are just to try to match Chewbacca's bowcaster. They look fantastic. This one right here, this is my auxiliary button. So if I tap it once, changes the mode. So with Chewbacca sound effects, there's actually, I think, 3 or 4 different modes. And I'll show you in just a minute. All right. I'll save that for the demo. You know, just similar like to any lightsaber, you can hold it down, you can press it once, you can tap it twice. That's how you control the electronics inside. How do you charge it? Can you guys see right here? There we go. There's a circular recharge port right there. It doesn't take too long at all. You just plug it in right there. And I think I've shown you about every angle of this bowcaster that I could. When my buddies come over, they're always asking to check this out. It blows their minds when they hear the blaster sounds and Chewbacca roaring. So I think it's time for the demo. I don't need to bother with the lights and stuff like I do with Sabers. So I think all the different blaster modes come with a stun mode. There you go, blue. Sound effects. Yes! One click to change the different settings. Single fire. And yes, there is a click when I pull the trigger, right about here. You can kind of hear the clicking. I don't mind. Love the sound. It's loud and clear. I've got a speaker on each side. Sounds amazing. Now, when I hold the auxiliary button down is my favorite part. Yeah, Chewie. This mode. Boom! Super Blaster Charge Up Mode. I think John said that it's from a video game was kind of the inspiration, and he had it changed to green, but I wanted to keep it red to kind of stay true to Star Wars. I forget which exact game it was. If you know what game it is, leave a comment down below. Yes. Now, if you push and hold for a moment and let go,
All right, men, load your weapons.
yeah, it goes to the second sound font, which is the E11 Stormtrooper Blaster. Dude, that sounds just like when they use stun on Princess Leia in A New Hope. Ooh, and actually the second light changed. It's more of a red. I think it was green with Chewie. Now it's a white with the Stormtroopers. Single fire mode. What else we got? Automatic. Awesome.
Where are you taking this thing?
Prisoner transfer from cell block 1138.
I wasn't notified.
83.
Boba Fett. I love how loud and clear this is, you guys.
You know how to use one of those?
Yeah, you pull the trigger.
A little bit more to it than that.
Okay, Rey's blaster, The Force Awakens. Nailed the sounds, you guys.
DLT-19.
All right, so the DLT-19 is a different Stormtrooper blaster.
Bulky religions and ancient weapons are no match for a good blaster at your side, kid.
And Han Solo. Kind of weird, Han Solo's blaster coming out of Chewie's Bowcaster. Rapid fire. Kind of a longer delayed blaster fire. Single fire.
This is a rebellion, isn't it?
Jyn Erso.
He doesn't seem to take a hint, this guy.
That's definitely Django. That sounds so cool. Flamethrower. Oh, that's crazy.
I don't believe it. That's Clone Force 99.
I think with every different setting, the lights change colors. How rad is that?
Mouth blaster.
And we end with the mouth blaster. First, you got to hear it out of the DL-44. Okay, check this out. And we're back at Chewbacca. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the end of my video. Leave your questions down below. I'll get you answers very soon. And please tell me what you guys thought of Chewbacca's Bowcaster. Did I pay too much? And do you mind not having the suspension, the tension wire on this thing? Let me know. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Until next time, take care, be safe, and have an awesome Star Wars day. See you next time, guys.